want to welcome everyone to this week's show. I'm sitting here with my co-host T. How are you this week, T?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jay?
I'm great, thank you. I just want to let our viewers know a couple of major deals went down this week in Hollywood. One being Paramount re-signing Tom Cruise for the fourth installment in the Mission Impossible franchise. The last installment made $135 million here in the States and was considered somewhat of a disappointment. So why would Paramount want to make this movie at this time? It sounds like a lose-lose situation, especially after they had cut ties with Cruise back 4 years ago when they thought he was box office poison.
Well, I think it's still a viable franchise at this point. If you look at what Fast and Furious 4 has done for that franchise, definitely have a shot at Mission Impossible 4 making somewhere, maybe even $150 million, maybe $200 million again. You never know.
I agree. You know, it's amazing. Then you look back at the gross for Mission Impossible 2, and that, you know, that's grossed more than all the Bourne films and James Bond films, Triple X, or any other spy film, you know, in the genre. That was the highest grossing film of that genre in adjusted dollars. But it's amazing. I don't think the fourth film will hit the heights of that second film.
Yeah, I think that this is the series that definitely has the chance of becoming the next James Bond. If anything, the Triple X series crashed and burned. It's over. I mean, the James Bond franchise is really stagnated, especially in the last three films. The Pierce Brosnan last film, you're looking at 160 gross, and both of the Daniel Craig ones, both within that range, both 160. I think 168 was the top for the Daniel Craig movies. Mm-hmm. It's very stagnated there. You know, this really has a chance with a $250 million gross for the second one, 180 gross for the first one. You got a real chance here.
I agree with you in the fact that these have become the James Bond films. James Bond himself, that franchise is starting to move into Bourne territory with the way it's being shot and edited and sold. And these Mission Impossibles are still kind of rugged spy adventures in the vein of old James Bond films. So it's kind of weird how Mission Impossible franchise is morphing into James Bond, and James Bond itself is morphing into Bourne.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it would be interesting to see after 4 years ago when Summer Redstone cut Cruise because he thought he was no good with audiences, why he would re-sign him and pay him, possibly $25 to $30 million for this film. It should be interesting to see if that is a good gamble by Paramount or a bad investment.